Hello, you beautiful people. I am JR.
And I'm Dee.
We have been in the lifestyle for 7+ years.
And we're here to share our sexy stories
and experiences.
If you're not 18, this podcast is not for you.
And if you are, please go visit
lifestylelinks.com.
That's LYNX. Hello, beautiful people, and welcome to episode 7, which is Party in the House.
Yes, and it's about how to host a lifestyle house party.
And the pros and cons of doing such a thing.
And also party etiquette.
That's right. But this particular segment is...
What have we done lately?
And what have we done lately?
Well, we had a fantastic ShareNation white party.
We did last month in July.
Yes.
And the Friday night was superheroes and villains.
Right.
And people dress up, like whatever, superheroes.
You're like usually Tony Stark.
Yeah, that's what I do, actually.
Because you look like him.
I do. Anyway. And then Saturday night was the fantastic, fabulous white party.
Right.
Where we've talked about that, but dresses up in white and it looks fabulous.
The sea of white.
Yeah,
yes.
Exactly.
And there was a pool party.
There was a pool party.
That we got to host.
We did host a pool party.
We had some really fun games.
Really fun games. The car wash. What else did we do? We did a bull ride.
Yeah, but we did the thing with the soldiers on the backsides of the girls with the
on the girls' asses.
Yeah, with the squirt guns.
So the girls lined up backwards with their asses towards the pool and put little toy soldiers on their asses, and the husbands, boyfriends, whatever, were like 6 feet in the pool with these little tiny squirt guns, and they had to shoot them off.
And whoever knocked down all the soldiers first won. And then we had the pump thing.
Like you're,
given a hand job.
Hand job, yeah. Whoever bursted the balloon first won. Yeah.
Yeah. Those were super fun.
Yeah. And we had great DJ. It was lots of fun. Phone party. The phone party was pretty good.
Yeah.
The phone never works right. I don't understand it. But anyway.
It was good.
I know. Well, the wind was blowing the wrong way. So the foam is trying to go across the pool, and the wind's like blowing it back. And so it was crazy.
Right. It was great.
It was great. And then what else did we do?
Then we had another white party.
We had another white party in the Hamptons.
Which we had never gone to.
We never went to. We always did want to go, and people arranged it for us. And we rented like a Airbnb. We had a bunch of people in the house. It was fun.
I think there were 11 of us.
There were.
Yeah.
But the actual white party was really sort of a bust.
Right. Now, we had our good friends from Australia come in with us.
Yeah, from Australia.
Yeah.
We've talked about them, and they were here.
Yeah, SNA. We recorded with them, so you guys will get to hear them in a future episode.
That's right. I forgot about that.
Super fun.
The party was not that great. They promised supposed to be a massage table and good food, barbecue, and it just didn't happen.
Yeah.
And there was not many people there.
It was a much smaller crowd than we thought.
It was expensive.
Yes.
It was like $150 a couple to go in this house party. We have house parties all the time, and we don't charge.
Right.
And we're going to talk about that.
That's why we're inspired to have this main topic.
Exactly. But the weekend was saved because we came back to our house with the Australian couple after the disaster in the Hamptons. And we had like lobster and crab. We had some great food, and we got all sexy. We took our clothes off and went up to this master bedroom upstairs, and we played. The four of us played together on a bed. It was just great. We hadn't been with them, in quite a while because they live in Australia. So it was fabulous. Just great. We love being with them, and they're fabulous people. And the sex was, oh my God, sex was just fabulous. It was so great. And we look forward to being with them again. Hopefully we'll see them on the cruise again. Maybe we'll go to Australia. That's one of our little bucket list things, to go there and fuck them there, So, okay. Well, very good. And then a couple weeks ago, we went to Sunny Rest.
Right.
Which again, we've mentioned it, but it's We love it. It's fabulous.
Yes.
And we stayed with our great friends who kind of work. He's a DJ there.
M&D.
Yeah, and she works there. And they have a fabulous camper, and they have a whole tiki bar attached to it. And there's a whole bunch of other couples we know. And there's a disco there and a great pool with frozen drinks and
live entertainment.
But what really makes it, and I think you'll contest to this, Dee, is the people.
Yeah.
It's probably 85% now swingers. It started out as a nudist colony, but the people are fabulous. The whole atmosphere and attitude is just so friendly and so great.
Yeah. And CNC had their camper there. And then we ran into our single friend, E.
That's right.
Yeah, and he had a camper there.
He had a camper.
And then, of course, we know lots of other couples that have like campers that stay there, that are permanent. And they're beautiful. There's like tiki huts built into their campers.
It's incredible.
Yeah.
We had a huge party Friday night in the tiki bar. Yeah. There's probably like 40 people there, and with young girls dancing on the bar naked. It was just great.
Yeah. And then we all go to the nightclub after that too, though. So
yeah, it was fun.
Very cool place. Highly recommend Sunny Rest.
Sunny Rest, yeah. And then we had
our own house party
this past weekend.
Yes.
Yeah. About 30 people. It was great. We recently purchased a 12-foot by 20-foot kind of cabana.
Gazebo
enclosed, because we had this whole deck furniture things. And we put I put disco lights in there. And
LED movement lights.
And the fire pit. And it was good. It was fabulous.
Yeah. Yeah.
But then we all moved inside later.
Right. When it's not too big of a group, it kind of stayed together.
It did.
And one of the really cool things, we had talked, one of our girlfriends, her name begins with a J, is that we were all outside and then everybody moved kind of inside upstairs. And then everybody moved downstairs where we have our playroom. And there were a bunch of people having sex.
There were.
And it was almost like everybody climaxed at the same time.
Oh, yeah, I missed that. You saw that.
Yes. Jay, our girlfriend Jay, who has spoken on the podcast before, she mentioned it afterwards. And I look at her and I'm like, you are right. So it was all this explosive kind of loud moans, and then it all got quiet. So there was probably about 16, 20 people all climaxing at the same time, which was
interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
So that's going to kind of lead us into our main topic, which is going to be talking about house parties, how to do it, what to do, what not to do. We're going to get to that in a couple of seconds. So
all right.
We'll see you in a little bit. Okay.
Said I'm all about it. Yeah, I'm all about it. Said I'm all about it. Yeah, 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 yeah. Said I'm all about it. Yeah, I'm all about it.
Okay, we're back talking about house parties.
Yeah, and how to host one.
Right. So where do we want to start?
We want to start with the guest list.
Okay, so you have your tribe, and you sort of have a guest list. So we kind of do it in a Excel spreadsheet because we use a few different software packages, which we're going to talk about. So I have a spreadsheet which has all our guests in it.
So in that spreadsheet, you have their email address, their SLS profile, and then you have a cell phone number.
Yeah, right.
And it also has their names.
Right. And I'll talk why we do that in a little bit.
Right.
But the first thing you want to do is get your list together.
Yeah. In a spreadsheet is best.
Yeah.
Now, one of the other things to consider too is that if your tribe isn't really large, what we typically do is we have like a core group of our friends, and we often will ask them, hey, do you know anybody that might want to come to our house party? So typically what happens is that we'll trust them that if we like them and they like another couple, most likely we're going to like their couple friend too.
That's right.
So typically we like to have at least, a couple new couples.
Yeah, I want to introduce new people to the tribe. That's the concept. Okay.
Right.
So I use a tool called Evite, which you probably might have heard of. And that is it's either email or it goes through your text messaging through your phone. I typically do the email first.
Right.
Because it just looks better. So there's a page with a splash page with an announcement, what the dates are, what to bring, where it is, what times, just that kind of thing.
Right. And the Evite has beautiful formats. So the graphics are very attractive. And if you're going to have a theme, then you can find an Evite that matches the theme that you want to have for your party.
Right.
And typically it also comes across through email, not as disguised, as opposed to when we send the Evite on text. A lot of people think that the text message is junk.
It's spam, whatever. Yeah.
Right. So that's why typically we'll send it through email first.
Yeah, because Evite, when it sends the message through text, it doesn't say Evite. It says like 29624. So it's like a number.
There's a code.
It's a code, which a lot of services have. They have a code.
And people won't open that.
Yeah, they won't open it.
We've tried it both ways.
Yeah.
So typically we've had the best success with first sending the invitation out via Evite. Right. And then we follow up with a text.
And I'll follow up with a text message. And what I use for that is Mighty Text. Mighty Text is it's either Mac or PC-based application, which links to your phone. So you could be on your computer and have contact lists, already set up contact lists, like 25 people in a list, and you can send out bulk text messages. You don't have to do typing on your phone, a text message to 50 people. You could do two text messages, 25 people each.
Right.
So I'll follow it up with that.
Right. And it looks like it's coming from your phone number.
It does.
So it'll come from JR's telephone number, so they know it's not spam. They can see, JR's texting me.
It looks like a regular text message. And the beautiful part about that is you can send it by group or individual. So I got 25 people in my contact list. That's like a blind carbon copy. I can send individual text messages and other people don't see the 25 people on the list.
Or you could do it and everybody could see each other.
Yeah. Typically I don't do that.
Right. You send them through as like individual invitations.
Right.
So those are two, the Evite and the Mighty Text helps us.
So what you want to also do is sort of have a theme, not just, having a party. Oh, okay, great. But like we've talked about, we've had parties where it's get laid on JR's big deck.
Right.
Exactly.
But then, we have, obviously when we have a party in October, it'll probably be a Halloween theme.
Right.
We have New Year's Eve as themes.
We just had the summer soiree.
Yeah, actually, speaking about our summer soiree, JR had a naughty fun time, right?
I'm mixing with the guests, and one of the females who I've been with before, with beautiful, long, flowing blonde hair, says, hey, I'm talking to her, and she says, I have to go to the ladies' room. So, okay. So the half bath on the main floor is full. And I said, well, let's go in the master. Let's go in the master. And I follow her. I follow to the master bathroom. And, so she's doing her thing and watching. She's getting excited. I'm getting excited. And we come into the bedroom, and we rip our clothes off and head to the bed, and I go down on her, and she's sucking me, and I couldn't even take it anymore. I said, I gotta fuck you, yeah. And we were right at it. It was great. It was so good. And that's one great thing about a house party. You can do that and just get away and have a little rendezvous. It was fantastic. So keep that in mind for house parties, people. And then we'll tell people to bring their own bottle. And also mixers. We used to supply mixers, and it was never the right mixers.
Right.
It was never the right ones.
Right. It's really hard as a host to be able to have every mixer possible.
Exactly.
Diet ginger ale and pineapple juice, and it's very difficult. So we encourage people, it's BYOB, and then to also bring your own mixer with whatever you're going to drink.
I mean, we'll put out whatever we have, but that's it. That's the way it goes. And then we also ask people, so we put out food. We make food, put out like main courses.
Yes. Now, who makes the food?
Yeah, Dee makes the food. Yeah, she does. And then we ask people to bring like an appetizer or dessert
Right.
and to fill it in. And that works great. And
Yep.
people do it. It's,
Yep.
it's perfect.
Yep.
What else?
House prep.
House prep. Now, house prep, that gets a little bit to be, for me, 'cause I like things perfect, so I prep a lot.
I know. And I'm progress over perfection.
Yeah,
So,
I make sure the lighting is right and the music. And I have signs that say like, squirters proceed down to the lounge immediately. A squirt in people's beds where they're going to sleep.
and we're going to repeat a couple of these things during party
Yeah, we
etiquette
are,
section.
yes.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Whatever you want to, if you want to close off certain areas of the house, you can put a sign with door, do an enter.
Yeah, we
like
used to close off the studio, but we don't really
not
anymore.
anymore.
We trust people aren't going to come in here and mess with the stuff.
Right.
And the lighting is kind of really important.
It is. You
Yeah.
want nice soft lighting, you
Yeah.
can see a little bit, but not intrusive.
And it needs to still be safe.
So we have a playroom downstairs. We want to have enough mattresses and sheets.
So we put down air mattresses.
We do.
For us, we put it in the basement around the pool table. So typically we'll have 4 full-size air mattresses
Right.
around the pool table. If you don't have a space like that, I mean, you certainly could do it, in a family room or in a large bedroom. Or it's nice to have a kind of common space. You don't have to do it that way. There are other house parties that we've been to where, it's just individual bedrooms, but a common playroom space is nice to have.
So some people stay over and they sometimes bring a mattress.
Right.
home.
So in our invitation, we always encourage people to stay over.
There are a few hotels in the area, which we tell about that recommend. There's some people
Right.
stay in hotels.
Yeah. And a lot of times when we go to house parties of other people, we do stay over. We bring our own air mattress.
Neighbor concerns, we want to make sure the neighbors are happy.
Right.
That they cooperate.
Yeah.
Things like that. So
Yeah. I mean, some people live out in the country and they don't have to worry about these
That's
kind of
right.
things,
That's
but you do kind of need to take into account how your neighbors are going to react or respond.
let's talk about some pros and cons.
Yes, and we're going to start with the cons.
All right, let's do that.
So one of the first cons is that often new guests have a perception that they will be forced to participate sexually.
Yeah, and we've heard this before, and I never felt that way personally. And we try to encourage people that they can, do whatever they want, whatever they're comfortable with. Stay on the main floor. You don't have to come down to the orgy room, so to speak.
Right, or upstairs to
Or
the
up
bedrooms,
to the bedrooms,
where a
yeah.
bunch of people, and that's pretty typical of most house parties.
Yes.
Yeah, that we go to.
Yeah, there's usually a neutral zone. Let's put it that way.
Right.
A neutral
Yeah.
zone.
So that's a con in that you have to help new people kind of get over that fear.
Right. Also, when you're planning a party, find a good date. You want to keep it away from if there's some other big hotel takeovers like a weekend. Don't make it the weekend before or after because you're not going to get a good turnout. Stay away from holidays.
Yeah, so that's a con, actually. It's a con because you really have to work hard at finding a date that's great for most of your friends.
What else we got?
The work.
Oh, there's a lot of work. Yeah, so, the con, we talked a little about it. Sending the invitations out, keeping track of people.
Following up and
Following
trying to
up.
see if they're going to attend or not.
Yeah, the party set up and the cleanup. I mean, we'll set up in about 2 or 3 days. We'll set up.
That's how long it takes us.
Right, to set up and get the food, everything ready. Taken down, it takes about a week and a half.
Right.
I just don't, I got time now. So,
Right, yeah. So it's a lot of work for the hosts, but
people don't realize it. So,
because one of the things that happens for us is that I usually prepare a couple hot dishes. This last party, I did a shrimp stir fry and I did Asian meatballs. And then one of my girlfriends, J and C, she always brings Cuban pork. So I always have hot food. And then I always have hot food made for breakfast. because a lot of folks stay over.
Yeah.
So I'll have an egg casserole and I'll have a potato casserole and I'll have fruit salad. So there's, some prep cooking wise.
And we encourage the people who go to the hotels to come back.
Right. To come back for breakfast.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Right. So now let's talk about the pros.
Right.
So it kind of gets your tribe together, which you want to do. You want to get your tribe together, keep people, interactive and everything.
Right. It's for social and sexual networking.
And you mentioned something before, introducing new people to the tribe.
Right. Which is super fun.
Because you have an opportunity to do that. Other people will bring other couples or singles to the party, and then they become part of the tribe. And,
Right.
So
If it's a fit.
Right. Let's talk about affordability. We don't charge anything.
Right.
So it's just a fun time. You have to bring your own booze. Okay, big deal.
Something, an appetizer or dessert.
Not a big deal.
Right.
And you get this great party. Also, what it does when we have people stay over, you avoid the drinking and driving situation.
Which is great. Yep. You stay here.
Now let's talk about probably the most important thing that we think of a house party is, let's be honest, there's a lot of couples and, our tribe, we're all kind of the same, but you might encounter a couple that you like the woman, but you don't really, your female doesn't really like the guy that much, is not really turned on.
Or vice versa.
Right, or vice versa. So in a house party situation, you're able to kind of mix and match. So you can kind of be with that person and not insult the partner of that person.
It's easier.
It's easier.
It's an easier environment because it's a familiar space.
Right.
I'll go up to JR and say, hey, I'm going to go off with so-and-so, or he'll go off with so-and-so, but we can still find each other because it's our home and it's a smaller space and nobody's going to get lost. And you're with people that you know well, and you've been with these people before. So there's not really any kind of safety worry either.
Right. There's always someone for everyone in a house party situation. I have a lot of people. So it just works out great that way. Party etiquette.
Yeah.
This is your topic. Go ahead.
So when you do receive an invitation, be sure to respond as soon as you can, and either respond yes or no as soon as you know.
In fact, Evite has taken out the maybe, which it's great. It
Right.
used to be yes, no, but there was a maybe. A lot of people would say maybe and we'd be hanging on the fence for a while.
How much food am I supposed to cook?
Exactly. So the maybe's gone, which is great.
Yeah.
It's gone.
Right,
Which I
right.
love. Yeah. Also, if you can't attend the last minute, let us know. Let us know.
Otherwise, then you're considered a no-show,
Yeah, we've had a couple of no-shows.
which is not good.
It's kind of funny.
Yeah. It's not very nice to say yes and then just not show up. So even at the last minute, if something comes up, which happens, life happens, you text or email, the party host and you say, hey, this thing came up and we're so sorry we can't attend. But don't be a no-show. At least let the host know.
Right, exactly. Bring a nice food item to share.
We're kind of spoiled because we have some folks that come to our parties that bring amazing things.
Amazing things.
We have our one friend, his name begins with a J.
Yeah, charcuterie.
He brings a fabulous charcuterie. And then our girlfriend, Jay, just brought shrimp ceviche.
That's right.
And Jay and C she brought the Cuban pork. But, the host has gone through a bit of work. And so if you can bring something nice that you think a lot of people will like, actually, J&M brought the pretzel.
The pretzels, that was good.
They were, what's it called?
I don't know. They're pretzels. They're pretzel
The
bites.
soft pretzels from the pretzel
pretzel bites.
factory
Yeah.
with a bunch of different dips.
Yeah.
And then
Great.
A&J
People loved
brought the different hummuses.
And make sure you bring your own mixers and such.
Right. And one of the other thing that's really important to me as a host is please bring your items on the dish or bowl. Whatever you're going to bring your food in, bring your container too. Don't expect your host to have platters and bowls and that type of thing for whatever you're bringing, so that the host isn't running around trying to accommodate your food display needs.
Participate in the theme.
If you can.
If it's a Hawaiian theme, Don't
easy.
come dressed like a rock star. You know,
Right.
kind of wear a Hawaiian shirt.
Well,
you know.
give it a nod. At least try.
And one big thing for me is bring condoms and lube and expect to use them.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been so many situations where, you know,
The other guy doesn't have a condom.
I'm like, what? What?
What?
You
You've come to a sex party and you don't have a condom?
You showed up at the battlefield without your gun. What's the story with that? I don't understand.
I know. Well, it's
I don't
once in
get
a
it.
while, JR ran into this situation. It was really funny, just real quickly at the ShareNation white party. He had been down. He was coming back from the pool that we had done, we had hosted. And I'm back in the room resting. And our girlfriend, Jay, she pulls him to the side and she says,
Well, I was in the elevator.
right.
And the elevator opens up, and there she says, "Oh, hey,
Can you make me
hey,
squirt?
come make me squirt." I'm like, okay, all right.
So she drags him back to the hotel room. He's making her squirt, and they really want to have sex.
Yeah, we're rolling around the bed naked. It was
Right.
really great. And I'm
Neither one of them had
Well,
a
I wasn't
condom.
expecting-
No,
I was-
you were just walking from the pool up to your room.
Yeah.
But even the girls, we kind of blame the whole have the condom to the guy. But even the girls should have a condom,
Yeah, come
especially.
on,
That's
please.
a pure example,
Great example.
Of why you should have
Great
a condom. And lube is always good.
Right.
Yeah.
Nothing is, at our parties, we have designated trash cans for
Right.
condoms and messy stuff like that. So
Right.
and I mark it as such. I mark the
Yeah,
garbage
signs.
cans. Like, put your condoms here.
Yes.
So use those. You know.
Yeah, use the trash cans. Use this trash can to throw away your used condoms. Because we actually sometimes stay over at our friends J&A. They have the big house party. We've talked about their party, and we'll stay over. And sometimes in the morning we're cleaning up, and we
Because
are amazed.
Right. Because they have dogs, and the dogs will eat the condoms.
Right.
Off
So
the
we're
floor,
amazed. We're
and
like,
they'll choke on them.
right. So we're going through the house, and we can't believe how many people didn't actually throw their condoms in the trash can.
It's unbelievable.
Come on, guys.
And the other really big thing among all the people that have house parties is if you're a squirter, don't do it on a official bed.
Right.
Don't do it on a bed because that never comes out.
So
You
here,
want to do it on one of the mattresses, the air mattresses, because that's not going to absorb anything.
so if you're a squirter, don't squirt on a bed that someone is going to be sleeping in.
Right.
That's-
And then there's a wet spot.
That's right. And then somebody has to sleep in that wet spot.
But then also the bed gets, is permanently.
Right. Damages the
Yeah, it
mattress.
does. So in light of proper etiquette and also squirting, after that big climax in the playroom, which I missed, I grabbed M, who, we've talked about M before, one of our girlfriends, and she'll be, she'll come with us to parties and stuff like that. And so we were down there, and I got naked, she got naked, and we're on the mattress. And I got to tell you, she has, I'm going to say, the best oral sex. No, she sucks a cock like nobody else. I have to tell you, oh my God, it is just crazy. And it gets me so worked up and her so worked up that we just had incredible sex after that. It was just intense. And she was squirting. Well, she's a squirter, and she's squirting all over the place. And it's not an air mattress, so that's okay. But, really, really great sex at our house party, and fantastic, I have to say. Well, maybe we'll see one of ours someday. Let's make that happen.
One of the things that's also important, and it should have been said a little earlier in this, but it's best not to show up early.
Right. Don't show up too early.
Right.
Unless you come in to help and this and that.
We have one set of friends, one
they
couple.
come and they help. That's
right.
different.
And that's it.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. So if you come to our house party and you show up early, it's likely we will be answering the door still with wet hair, with no makeup on.
And naked.
And naked.
Naked. Out of the shower, naked, dripping.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And then we had mentioned,
Because we cut it close.
yeah. And then we had mentioned for outdoor parties, it's important to respect the local noise ordinances.
Yeah, know what that is. You know what the cops showing up.
We
is.
have had.
Well, that was a very odd situation. But usually,
And it wasn't from the music. It was from the talking.
Yeah, we're outside on the deck. It wasn't even like a big party. It was like maybe 10 people or something.
No,
it was like 8
bigger than
people.
that.
No, it was not. It was just like 10 people. That was it.
Okay.
It was just the noise from just people talking.
Right. We're fortunate our noise goes until 11.
11. Noise ordinance is 11.
And we got away with it a little longer.
We did this time.
Right.
We had a late start.
Right.
We had a late start, and the party was really cooking
Right.
outside at about
Mid-
10:30,
Right.
20 to 11.
Right.
And I was like, I'm just going to keep it going. I'm going to lower the volume of the music a little bit and just kind of keep it going.
And it was fine.
It was fine.
Yeah.
It was fine.
But it's something that you have to think about.
Okay. Well, anything else on,
House parties.
yeah, I don't
You know
know.
what inspired us is at our last house party, our friends Jay and M came up to me and they said, we're thinking about doing our own house party. You guys should come over and talk to us about how to do it.
Right.
So it kind of gave us the inspiration for this topic. And also, one of the things you have to remember is that if there are areas in your home that you don't want guests to go in, if you put a sign, close the door, 99% of those people that come to your house party are going to respect that.
Right.
So you don't have to worry if you have areas that you don't want guests in. Right. So we hope
right.
this information helped you.
Yeah. And if there's any questions, you can always write to us on our website.
Right. Or if you have comments or other suggestions to add to this topic, we welcome.
Right.
Just go to lifestylelinks.com.
That's right. Okay. All right, people. We're going to talk about our third segment, which is...
What's coming up next?
That's right. We'll be right back. Okay, welcome back to our last segment, which is...
What's coming up next?
What is coming up next?
Well, we have a really cool thing we're doing. I think there's going to be 8 couples going to Almost Queen.
Almost... What is that?
It's a concert.
Concert.
It's a tribute.
What kind of tribute?
It's the Almost Queen.
It's Queen.
Obviously.
The rock band Queen. This is really good band. I actually know the drummer pretty well.
Yeah.
And we're doing this at the Stone Pony.
Yeah, in Asbury Park.
Asbury Park.
And then we'll stay on my son's boat at the marina.
Is that what we're doing?
Yeah.
All right.
It sleeps 6 of us.
All right, that's
One
good.
couple's going to go home. So
All right, that's right.
that'll be
So
really
this
fun.
should be fun. We go to dinner before time and stuff?
Right.
We are, right?
And we'll put the cardboard up in the windows
We
on the
will
boat.
on the boat. So the boat has these 2 glass windows that face
The dock.
the vanilla dock.
Yeah, they all know, though.
But we still put the cardboard because it's pretty obvious.
See a bunch
You
of
can look right in.
naked people inside the
Yeah,
boat.
exactly. So we do that.
That'll
All
be
right.
fun.
That'd be fun. And then we have a Labor Day weekend something, right?
Yeah, CNC are having a house party.
Right. They
At their
live
house?
on the lake.
Yeah.
And they built this huge garage that has this playroom and stuff.
Upstairs above the garage.
Yeah.
Brand new.
It's so cool.
Very cool.
Yeah.
They've done a nice job.
Fantastic job. Yeah.
Yep.
So
Yep.
that's going to be fun. It's like vanilla
No,
in the
no.
beginning. No?
No, I think this is all,
Oh, is
all
it?
lifestyle this time.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm in. I'm totally in. All right, good. That should be fun.
And then we have Pod Bash.
Well, yes. So probably talk about this next month. We are going to Pod Bash. What that is, all the lifestyle swinger podcasters meet in Las Vegas at this kind of private hotel thing, hotel
Yeah.
takeover.
Yeah.
And we'll meet there. And so what happened, like last week before is we got invited to joined on Telegram. So there's this messenger app called Telegram, and it was news to me.
Right.
But this time, I'm like, who's getting a Telegram? Is that an old school? No, it's an app, Telegram. So, okay, fine. So we hooked up with this thing. Well, these people are crazy.
Yeah.
These people, they're wild.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
really cool.
Yeah.
They have always crazy pictures and like
Comments. Naughty comments.
Naughty stuff, naughty pictures
Yeah.
of always, like threesomes and stuff going on. And like on Wednesday, all the girls had their butts showing. It's like unbelievable.
I guess they have a different theme every day.
They have a different theme, and it's nonstop.
Yeah.
My phone's ding, 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 ding. It's like, oh my God.
So Vegas will be great.
Yeah, it should be great. It's gonna be fun. Yeah. So that's hosted by the Front Porch Swingers.
That's right.
Yeah. Brenna and Brian.
Yep.
Right, exactly.
Which will be awesome.
Exactly. That should be fun.
So we invite you to visit our website.
Right.
LifestyleLinks.com.
That's Lifestyle Links, LYNX.
And thank you so much for listening.
I know. It's been great. This is our 7th one. We're going to keep going. We have a couple of
Interviews
recorded. We released probably in the next couple of months. So
yeah. Looking forward to sharing that with you.
Goodbye, you beautiful people.